Hey runners, how's it going? Do you ever wonder why you're slowing down and running is getting harder as you age? Well, that's what I experienced in my 50s. I was doing hill repeats, CrossFit, loading up on carbs before every long run. But even though I saw some improvement, I kept plateauing and feeling sore and tired all the time. Then about 10 years ago, I discovered I had ADS. It's called Aerobic Deficiency Syndrome. It doesn't sound great, I know, but it turned out to be surprisingly simple to fix. And afterwards, my enjoyment of running skyrocketed, and I was running faster and feeling better than I had in years. Now, sounds crazy? Well, stick with me because you might have it, and this might be the most important thing you learn about your running this year. Hi, I'm Herb Reeves, founder of the Forever Runner Method, a proven training framework for us older runners. If you're a runner over 50, I would like to invite you to join my free Forever Running Club on School to discover how to effortlessly run injury-free as you age with support from me and our awesome community of runners just like you. Click the link in the description below to join today. So, what is aerobic deficiency syndrome? Well, it has to do with the relationship between the two metabolic pathways we use when running. Now, I'm I was a microbiologist. That was my major, so I'm going to try and make this as simple as possible for you. So, So the two metabolic pathways are your aerobic system, which powers your slow twitch muscles, and your anaerobic system, which powers your fast twitch muscles. So here's what happens. We train hard as we've always been told, using more of our anaerobic system than our aerobic system. Now, our anaerobic system is powered by sugar and it makes us fast. But one of the byproducts of burning sugar in our muscle cells is lactic acid. As you may be aware, that's what causes you to start feeling pain and slowing down. So no matter how hard you keep training, your excess lactic acid production limits your gains. This is where your aerobic system comes to the rescue. Your aerobic system is fueled by fat and burns with no byproducts. The cool part is your aerobic system also burns lactic acid for fuel. So it essentially works like a vacuum cleaner, sucking up your excess lactic acid so you can continue to run without that burning pain. So if your aerobic system is not developed enough to handle your excess lactic acid, even at a moderate pace, you have a deficiency in your aerobic system. This is pretty common for us older runners who were taught for years that you have to run fast to get faster. And here's the kicker. Most older runners have no idea this is happening because they've never checked. So, do you have ADS? Take this simple test. If you're over 50, I have a test you can try on your next regular run. Just go out and run your normal, comfortable training pace, and afterwards, take a look at what your heart rate was during the run. If your heart rate was consistently under 130 beats per minute, there's a pretty good chance your aerobic system is in decent shape. But if your heart rate was consistently above 130 beats per minute, you're probably suffering from aerobic deficiency syndrome, or ADS as we call it. When I first checked my own heart rate during a normal training run, I was shocked. I mean, I was sitting at 135 to 145 beats per minute at what I thought was an easy pace. That was my wake-up call. The good news is it's actually a simple thing to fix, but bear in mind it takes patience and time. And I'm not talking weeks, but months. But, it's well worth it. Having a strong aerobic system will change how you run for the rest of your life. And you won't believe how much fun it is to go out running again after you've maximized your aerobic capacity by training the smart way, not the hard way. So, so if you have this, how do you fix it? So the simple fix for curing your aerobic deficiency syndrome is to run at or below your maximum aerobic heart rate. This will build up your aerobic capacity to allow more endurance and speed in your running. Now, there's a couple of ways to determine that maximum aerobic heart rate. First, you can use the MAF formula. That's 180 minus your age. So, as an example, if you're 55 years old, your calculated maximum training heart rate would be 180 minus 55, or 125 beats per minute. Now, you can kind of personalize it more by seeing how slow you need to run your normal route without your heart rate increasing later in the run. So what this means is you got to go out there and just basically run as slow as you can. Because if your heart rate drifts up near the end of your run, your anaerobic system is kicking in, and we want to avoid that. Once you can complete your run without your heart rate increasing, then that heart rate is your personal maximum training heart rate. So if you're like me, you'll probably feel embarrassed running so slow at first. I was down plodding around our very popular running route uh, around our lake downtown. And it probably doesn't make sense to you that you can actually get faster but running slower, but the science works. And elite runners have been doing this for years, and they spend at least 80% of their training time at or below their maximum aerobic heart rate. So low heart rate training is simple to do, but hard to pull off. And that's why I created the Forever Running Club. Having a community of runners just like you on the same journey provides the accountability and support to pull this off. The club is free and you can join now by clicking the link down in the description. With the right framework and support, you can cure your aerobic deficiency syndrome and enjoy effortless, injury-free running as you age. So have you ever checked your heart rate and what you thought was on an easy run? What did you find? Go ahead and drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you found out. So that's it for this week. We'll see you next week.